Friday and happy Halloween, SJSH, and here are some Friday afternoon announcements. I'm going to start with some birthdays. So on the 24th was Gavin Kurt. Happy birthday, Gavin. On the 27th, we had a few birthdays. Wyatt Gore, Lung Lung Man, and Phelan Yang. Happy birthday to all of you. And then today on, not today, but on Halloween, on Sunday, it's Logan Klyer. Happy birthday, Logan. So Gavin, Wyatt, Lung Lung, Phelan, and Logan, I hope you have a happy October birthday. And then into next week, we have only one birthday coming up next week, and that's Pearson Allerton. Happy birthday, Pearson. I hope all of you have a wonderful birthday. Next are my shout outs. So the first shout out actually comes from a parent. It's from Trish Tanky, and she says to Mrs. R, "Oh, Mrs. R, you are incredible." It's Friday night, so it was last Friday, and Michael has decided to pick up a math book and do his own independent learning. I cannot believe his progress from my COVID teaching over the last several months. Finally, I see this progress. Finally, I see such a drive to learn, and this can only be attributed to Mrs. R. I tried. Oh, did I ever try with this child, but I couldn't bring him to where he is now if it wasn't for her, so thank you, thank you, thank you. P.S. I'm also sorry for spamming your inbox on Edmodo on a Friday night, Mrs. R. I was just so thrilled. That's amazing. Yes, Michael has really come a long way. Congratulations to Michael, but also to the phenomenal Mrs. R. Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez, for everything you do. Next shout out comes from Mr. Gore Jr. He wants to give a shout out first to AJ Knapp, who has dramatically improved organizational skills and responsibility in terms of getting homework done. AJ, I love it. Congratulations. That's wonderful to hear. He also wants to give a shout out to Harper Billing for her fantastic essay writing skills. A clear and concise argument was presented, and she used excellent diction. Ooh, Harper, I love that. Congratulations, especially because I'm the grammar police today. I absolutely love that one. Way to go. Next shout out comes from Miss Taurus. She wants to give a shout out to Peter Glowowski for being kind, sharing, and taking turns with his toys from home at recess. It even meant that he had to wait for his own turn with his own trucks so that everybody could be included. It shows great character to do that to make a friend happy. Oh, Peter, that is such kindness. Thank you so much. Miss Gerber also wants to give a shout out to, Miss Taurus wants to give a shout out to Miss Gerber for organizing such a fun field trip this week. It was refreshing and fun to provide this for our students again. There's so much fun learning that happens at a farm. I really appreciate your time and effort that you put into making this great day for the lower floor. Yes, Miss Gerber, thank you so much. It was so nice to have a field trip again and to have our kids go out in the world and experience things, even though it was just around the corner. It was so amazing. So thank you to Steckley Farm as well for having us out. The last shout out Ms. Towers wants to give to is Mateo Angel for his effort and hard work in math. He improved so much over the last couple of weeks, and she is amazed by his progress. Keep up the great work, Mateo. Wow, Mateo, congratulations. I love hearing that. Way to go. All right, my next shout out comes from Miss Brown. She wants to give a shout out to all of the high school students involved with the amazing Halloween festivities this week. I have seen them working so hard on making sure that everyone has a great time on Friday. They have been organized, passionate, and so creative through the entire planning process. Your effort has not gone unnoticed, and the teachers and students all thank you. Thank you for making my favorite holiday that much better, from Miss Brown. Wow, that's amazing. It is incredible here today, SJSH. I did a short live feed of going through the haunted house. It's so good this year. And for that, I had to give you my own huge shout out to not only student council, but specifically to Matthew Gerard, who really led the way of the haunted house this year. So Matthew, the haunted house is excellent this year. Congratulations. Next shout out comes from Miss Gill. She wants to give a shout out to Ty and Mateo. So they're older students. They're not actually in her class, but they're older students for cleaning the kindergarten play area at lunch. The little ones loved helping them all clean up, and Lola was just so proud of her big brother, Ty. She also wants to give a shout out to Logan and Tyson. They are some classroom supporters for her, for supporting our classroom learning environment in a multitude of ways. The littles absolutely adore them, and I really appreciate the work they have done with us and for us. That's amazing. Logan, Tyson, Ty, and Mateo, thank you so much for helping out our littlest students. They appreciate it so much. All right, my next shout out comes from Mr. DeMarco. He says, I am so proud of the improvement in Matthew Douglas in the grade 9-10 business class. This week, Matthew truly put forth a huge effort during our business meeting. Matthew came up with 10 questions to ask the class during his quizmaster role and challenged the class to analyze the content of the meeting. Awesome work, Matthew. Matthew, way to go. That's amazing work. I love it. Next, he says, on Wednesday morning, October 27th, Callie McLean let the English class know that she was accepted to her first choice university, Redeemer University. On behalf of all the grade 12 English class, congratulations to Callie. We all believe in you and know you will exceed expectations in the Redeemer Social Sciences program next year. I say that too, that's amazing. Callie has been with us since I think grade 8 or 7, grade 8. The growth I have seen in this young lady is just incredible, and to have her be accepted this early is just phenomenal. So Callie, congratulations. Next shout out. So from Mr. DeMarco, it says, after what feels like years of learning online, Raina He is back in Canada this week from China, and she is not wasting any time making an academic impact. In her first week back, Raina gave a 10-minute presentation on the Chinese educational system and how it differs from the Canadian system. She taught the class that during a Chinese exam, an armed police officer must be standing inside the classroom to ensure that there's no cheating within the exam. And we thought we had it tough at Scholars Hall. That's funny. Well, I guess I'm a police officer today, but wow, that's crazy. But they must have lots and lots of people writing at the same time, and it'd be probably harder to keep an eye on everyone. So, Raina, you're back. I'm so proud. Thank you so much for joining us again. I'm so glad you're able to be back home. The last one from Mr. DeMarco, it says, in the grade 11 law class, the class is examining the nature of crime by looking at the trial process and different types of evidence. On Wednesday, the class played a legal game, testing their comprehension thus far. Everyone had a blast playing the game, especially Sarah Kodat, and a huge shout out to Vaughn and Angel for placing first and second respectively. Law is one of my favorite classes to teach, and it's so amazing to see it come alive in that way. So way to go. Next shout out comes from Miss Howe. She wants to give a massive shout out to Addison for her independent work and positive working attitude. Oh, I've seen such growth from Addison too in just these 2 months. So Addison, yay, I'm so proud of you. What a great shout out. Next, from Miss Ramirez, she wants to give a shout out to Jason, who took the initiative to sweep our classroom without being asked. And he finished and he said to me with a big grin, now you don't have to clean the room, Mrs. R. Thank you for your help, Jason. Oh, Jason, that's awesome. I appreciate it so much. All right, that's it for our shout outs. Now on to some quick announcements. So parent-teacher interviews, yes, they were this week. Sabrina notified me today there was a small glitch in our system, as well as migrating over from Maplewood to Assembly, and we couldn't access our report cards there for a little bit. I guess it also deleted some times that we had already scheduled for report cards, for parent-teacher interviews. So there were a few families affected, and my sincerest apologies that affected you. But even though yesterday, last night, Thursday was officially parent-teacher night, it doesn't mean you can't meet any other time. So you can meet your teacher whenever you want to. You just call me, email me, call the school, we'll figure it out, and we'll get you meeting your teacher and talking with them. Whether it's Zoom, on the phone, or in person, just give us a call and we can schedule anytime. So if you missed it this week, if you missed it on Thursday, just give us a call, send me an email, we'll set it up for next week. Hannah Wright! Holy cow! She's grand champion! That is incredible. I just got an email. I posted on our social media, on Facebook, on our Instagram page. She is the grand champion in 17 and under in the world for her karate championship. Amazing. That's incredible. We have such incredible talent here at SJSH, and I can't wait until she's back so we can celebrate with her. So Hannah, so proud of you. Way to go on such an incredible achievement. We're so incredibly proud of you. All right, next, coming up in November, we have some highlights for next week. We will be having a Remembrance Day ceremony, the same as last year. So for parents who weren't with us last year, the Remembrance Day ceremony was actually held via Zoom. So the grade 10, I believe it's the grade 10 or 9-10 learning strategies class. They are going to be putting on the Remembrance Day assembly. They'll be doing it in the lunchroom and then broadcasting it via Zoom. That way, every single class in the school can participate at exactly the same time. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be able to meet in the gym because our numbers are a little too high. But that also means parents might be able to join in as well. So once I get the Zoom link from Miss Butcher, I will be sharing it with you so that if you had a moment you wanted to join in our Remembrance Day ceremony, you would be welcome to do so. We are having a high school sleepover, a very small one. It is only going to be limited to high school students who either are on the Scholar of the Month or Student Good Standing list, and students who do not owe any outstanding work. We're keeping it a little bit smaller this year because we're numbers and keeping it down, but and also this is as well, the high school sleepover is when students can earn 10 hours of community service. So any student who still needs to start earning those community service hours again, this is a great option for you. So they have chosen, I believe, the food bank of Guelph, and it's a $20 donation to stay over and to spend the night. We have games and we hang out and we play and we just have a great old time. We're going to do all our normal safety protocols that we have in place as normal. And then in the morning, I'm going to be stopping by and bringing them all breakfast. And I'm looking forward to, again, doing something a little bit more normal, getting this in community service hours, giving back to our community again. But in normal years, we have this grade 7 and up. But to keep our numbers down, we are capping it just to high school because it's only the high school students that actually need community service hours in order to graduate. So this year, and hopefully this year only, it is only going to be a high school sleepover evening. It will not be including grade 7 and 8s this year. Oh, and that's on November the 19th. If that changes, I'll let you know, but right now it is scheduled for November the 19th. It's a Friday night. There will be permission forms going out probably early November for you, so stay tuned for that. Pizza days in November are the 12th and 26th. So if you've ordered pizza or would like to order pizza, we have pizza days on the 12th and the 26th. And we will be having a toy drive probably late November. I'm still waiting to hear from Mrs. Farrell and the Christmas Club and as to how they'd like to do it. But usually we do some kind of toy drive for students, either for hospitals or for local CIS. But I'll wait and see from Mrs. Farrell as to how she's going to organize that because she is the Christmas Club. So just know, if you would like to donate a brand new unwrapped toy, you can start dropping them off really even in November, and then we'll be donating it to one of the causes that Mrs. Farrell and the Christmas Club will choose. So I think that's everything. That's everything on my list. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. Good big shout out again to our student council, to Kayla, to Ella, to Matthew, Gerard, Vaughn, Sierra. Like, there's too many to name. It's basically all the grade 11s and 12s. You've done such an incredible job with these Halloween ceremonies and these Halloween celebrations this year. Thank you so much for your time and your effort in making sure that we have this wonderful celebration this year. So, happy Halloween! I will see you all on Monday. Bye for now, SJSH.